Hello, Media Maniacs, and welcome back to another episode of Triple M. I'm your host, Jillian Richardson,
And I'm Summer.
and let's get right into it. All right, there was a lot of crazy celebrity Halloween costumes this year. Kendall Jenner dressed up as a giant cucumber,
Yes. Love
as
that.
you do. Kim Kardashian dressed up as Mystique from X-Men, but accidentally put a song from Avengers
No,
over
I thought she was from Avengers, I'm not gonna lie.
And then the most iconic of them all, Heidi Klum dressed up as a giant
Yes.
realistic worm. And then
Oh.
had an interview just laying on the floor as the worm. And then Lizzo dressed up as Miss Piggy, and then
Classic.
possibly the one that I'm most uncomfortable by, MGK and Megan Fox dressed up as like a vampire
Yeah.
priest, and like I don't even know.
Yeah, I
there
don't
was
wanna
a
talk about
leash.
it.
She was on her
Yeah.
knees. It was weird.
Yeah, too much. No.
But what was your favorite one that you saw? You think?
I actually really liked Kendall Jenner. Not the cucumber one, but I saw her dressed up as Woody, and I thought she was really cute. But I think Heidi Klum takes the cake. Like, I am literally astonished by that woman. Like, even just looking at that photo, I'm like, you're literally my favorite person in the entire world.
I think that's so
But
funny.
one thing, like, I could never do that because she had to have been so claustrophobic in there. Like, you can't move
Oh.
your arms, you can't do anything. That's terrifying.
Yeah, I want to know how long it took like to get all that makeup on too, cause like she would have had to have people like feeding her too. Like,
That's such a
can
funny
you?
thought. Yeah.
I
That's
want
so
to
good.
drink.
Yeah. That's so good. I saw in the comments on a TikTok, I don't know if this is true, but she like had somebody following her in case she got like super claustrophobic and just had a panic attack that could like rescue her. And I was like, that makes sense. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
true or not, but I
Yeah.
believe it.
That's so funny. And her husband dressed up as like a fisherman with
Oh,
like
I didn't see
like
that.
his eye was like all bloody, so
Oh,
they
that's
were like
good.
a little like couple's costume.
Couple little
Except he was like normal and she looked
like that.
like a worm. So
Love it.
love it.
She's amazing.
But what did you dress up for this year?
So I had 4 different Halloween costumes
Love it.
because I want a different costume every time I go out, and I don't feel bad about it because I thrift everything that I buy, so I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
For one, I was the cockroach from SpongeBob, and then I was the Celestial Seasoning Sleepy Time tea bear, and then I was a cheetah, pretty basic, and then I was Dobby from Harry Potter. So
Oh my
a
God.
wide variety of costumes this year.
Love it. That's
What did you
fun.
dress up as?
I dressed up as just a goth girl because I couldn't figure out
Nice.
anything, and then I was also Daphne from Scooby Doo, and then I also dressed up as Blue from Blue's Clues.
Oh, cute.
So
Love
it was fun.
Yeah.
Yes. But if you had all the money, like if you were a celebrity with
Mhm.
like hundreds of dollars to spend on a costume, what would you do?
Yeah. That's a really hard question. I feel like I would want to do something from Sing 2. I love that movie so much. Unironically, like I literally cried at the end. So maybe like Miss Crawley from Sing 2. I don't know how familiar you are with Sing 2, but
Miss
like a
Crawley's
really
iconic.
like well done Miss Crawley, I think would
I
be
love
pretty
that.
iconic.
I love that. That's funny. I think I would have to be like I feel like doing like a super realistic like Barbie would be really
that would be
cool.
cute. Yeah, I like that.
I feel like that's what most celebrities already look like though. So
True.
anyway. But all right, up next, switching tones quite a bit. There was a shooting this past week. The Migos member Takeoff was killed in a shooting in a bowling alley in Houston. Doesn't sound like the greatest place to die in the first place.
No.
And he was only 28. And he was highly regarded as like one of the most laid back and low key of the group, which because he didn't really stir up any controversy like Offset and Quavo. But yeah, do you know that much about Quavo or any of the Migos members?
I don't. I know their names, like I recognize them, but I'm not a big Migos fan. I think I probably had heard his name at one point, but yeah, I'm not like super familiar with the Migos.
Yeah, but
The Migos? Migos? I don't know.
the Migos. But yeah, it's unclear if he was like the target. Apparently he was at like a party with like 40 people, so it was
Oh.
like a weird like situation, like it wasn't a big group. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like a fan of them kind of. Like I'm not like a super big fan, but it'll be interesting to like sort of see how they like proceed, because I know that there's some songs that they already recorded without him on them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So it might not be like that big of a change, like music wise, which would be
Yeah,
interesting.
I haven't like I don't know that they have that much information about like what actually went down. Like from what I was reading, they don't really know like the cause of it or like what really happened.
Yeah, they don't even know if he was the target at all. Like I guess 2 other people were injured, but like they don't even have like any like suspects, even though there's like a whole bunch of people there.
Wow.
I guess like everybody like ran away as soon as it started,
Yeah.
which is like not fantastic. But anyway,
That's
hopefully
too
they
bad.
find out more soon.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yep. All right. Switching gears one more time. Harry Styles just came out with his music video for his song "Music for a Sushi Restaurant."
Yes.
As you
Amazing.
can he has some octopus tentacles, and he's like singing and being pampered, and then like the restaurant owners get angry with him, and he gets cut up and eaten.
Yes.
But have you seen the music video?
I have seen the music video. I've seen it several times. So
Yeah.
The first time I watched it, I was like, he made this because his fans are too obsessed with him and he needed them to like chill out a little bit, and like this was his strategy.
Yeah.
But then after watching it like a second time and a third time, I was like, no, this is genius.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I could write like a thesis paper on the symbolism in this music video. So.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently it's like a metaphor for the music industry, which like if you think about it through that perspective, I could see it, but at first I was just like, ugh,
yeah, it's so weird.
Lots
of
like weird raw fish. And,
the massaging the
the
tentacles is too much.
Yeah, but it's funny. Do you like the song? Are you a Harry Styles fan?
I love Harry Styles. I'm an OG fan. Like, I had a One Direction fan account in middle school, so
I
love this man.
I love it.
And I do like the song too, but now I feel like the music video gives a lot more context to the song. Like, before, I was just singing along because I was like, oh, this is catchy. But, like, now I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense. Like, what it's actually about.
Yeah, definitely. But, yeah, I do think it's funny because I've seen some things about this song. I think it's, like, a pretty good song, but I can't get it out of my head that people are like, this sounds like a song that would be played in the background of like a Tampax commercial.
Yes, or like Kohl's. I've seen that. Yeah, I know the beginning's literally Ant Farm, like the intro. Yeah, like
that's true.
I know. At first, I was not the biggest fan of the song, but it's really grown on me.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, it's good. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Triple M. Be sure to tune in next week for some more content. See you guys later.